I created a really cool Copilot agent to analyze contracts and provide me the risk of whether I'm the vendor or the customer. What is the risk of me agreeing to this particular contract? It'll provide advice on maybe reframing certain clauses that are missing and more. I'm going to show you what this thing does and how it works. Let's get into it. So this contract risk agent, let me go ahead and drop a sample document in here. I've got a sample statement of work, and then we can use this conversation starter and just ask it to analyze the contract, identify any risks. I am the customer. So just to give it a better understanding of, are we providing this contract or are we receiving this contract? Who we are when it comes to this particular contract. So this is going to be looking through the contract. Right now it's using Agent Builder as the back end because the main thing we need this agent to be able to do is use Code Interpreter. So it can mathematically start calculating different risks and things like that. So we see right now there's an executive summary that this is designed to produce with a score out of 100 of how risky this is. It says customer unfavorable. Then it starts to break down why it is unfavorable. The top 5 customer risks here. And you'll see it's extracted the key contract metadata, who the vendor is, who the customer is, all of the different details here. And then it gives a risk register. It provides that as well because that's part of the instructions, which I'll be showing you in just a moment. But it breaks down what the risks are for all of these different things. Basically, everything is a high risk except for the convenience termination clause. So yeah, everything's a pretty high risk. Everything's very heavily vendor favored with this. So as a customer, no, I should absolutely not accept this contract. I should be negotiating. I should be changing some of the wording around to make it at least neutral, at least so it's fair to both parties. Now, this isn't a substitute for legal advice by any means. You may still want to check with a legal team, depending on who you are and the importance of this particular contract. Certainly, the contract value. If you have a legal team on hand, then yeah, you want to use your legal team. But this gives you that first early answer before legal has a chance to start pouring through this and potentially making you wait, quite a while before you get a response back from them. We see major missing and weak clauses, so things that are missing based on a typical contract of this type. Recommended red lines and negotiation questions, there's a lot of information that this produces, and it's just using agent instructions. I'm not using any custom topics. I'm not calling any flows. This doesn't have to be in Copilot Studio, although it can. You could definitely recreate this in Copilot Studio, but be aware it may not perform as well because Copilot Studio, those agents, at least the custom engine agents, do not perform as well as Agent Builder agents, SharePoint agents, things that are built on top of M365 Copilot. They perform way better than what Copilot Studio can do. And it just has to do with some of the architecture that powers each of those different sets of features. But enough of this demo and my blabbering. Let's just jump into this thing and see how this thing was created. So let's go into edit mode. And we are right here in configure. So we've got our name here, a description so that Copilot knows how to use this thing, and users will know how to use this. We've got our instructions. This is the heart of what this agent does and how it does it. And there's a lot of instructions in here. In fact, if you like this, let me know in the comments below that you want to get a copy of these instructions. I'll just convert this into a blog post on stevecorey.com, and you'll be able to download this entire instruction set. We'll get right back to the video, but real quick, Copilot is really great for working with your data, but how are you protecting that data? If you don't have a backup and recovery strategy, here's your wake-up call. Think your cloud data is safe just because it's in Microsoft 365 or Google Workspace? Think again. Accidental deletions, ransomware, and compliance gaps can still put your business at risk. AFI is a next-gen backup and recovery platform built for modern cloud environments, including Microsoft 365, Google Workspace, Azure, AWS, and Kubernetes. It offers full fidelity restores, encrypted full-text search, version history, and even self-service recovery, so users can get back data without waiting on IT. And when ransomware hits, AFI detects it early and automatically backs up your data before damage is done. Over 10,000 organizations trust AFI to protect their cloud data. If you care about uptime, compliance, and peace of mind, it's time to back up smarter with AFI. But there are some things that could be added to this to make this really enterprise grade and reusable. I'll get into that in just a minute. But for now, let's look at what we've got here. We're defining the role of what this thing is, what it does. We see the primary outcome. So it's going to be expecting a docx file, a Word document. If you wanted it to be a PDF, you probably could just do that. You would just change this to PDF, or you would just eliminate this entirely. I wanted very, very tight guardrails on this agent so that it knew exactly what to expect and what it should do with it. It'll be extracting the key contract metadata. That's where we saw that section in our agent's output, because we just simply told it to. It's identifying and classifying any risk-related clauses and language patterns. It's identifying missing or unclear clauses. You start to see, to get these agents to do what you need it to do, you just have to spell it out in detail what you're expecting it to do. And it will generally follow it. And if it doesn't, you just need to continue to tweak your instructions to something that does. Or find a good example of something that does something that works in a similar way, and then adapt that to your purpose. Then we're telling it what it's going to be producing. The executive summary, that's where that was brought in. The risk register table, recommended red lines, negotiation questions. It's all of those things that you saw in the output. Operating principles. Now, this is more behind the scenes for how this is going to work. So we're telling it to be precise and practical, focus on the business risk and negotiation readiness. Using clear labels, short bullet points, structured tables, you can adapt this to your purpose. You can have it explain its points in a much more detail, or you can keep it concise. Here's where all of the customization can come into play to adapt this to how you want it to work for you. Do not provide legal advice. Provide the risk indicators and the questions to ask counsel. So this helps you to get better prepared if you're going to be conferring with legal counsel as part of this negotiation. We're specifying the inputs, the docx file. We're telling it it's going to be using code analyzer and all of the different things it will do with this. Then we're breaking down the different tasks. So we're going further and further into detail so that this agent doesn't have a question ever of what it should do and how to do it. We're just explicitly telling it as if it was a 5-year-old. That's usually the advice I tell people when they're creating agents is, treat it like it is a 5-year-old. It needs to know everything it should be doing and all the details surrounding that. Here's where it's extracting the headings and sections, the paragraphs, all of these different things. Metadata extraction, here are all of those, the terms that it was providing. When it was extracting the metadata, here is where those things were specified, how the agent knew to extract these particular fields. And of course, you can adjust this based on your needs as well. But this is designed for a large number of different contracts. It could be an NDA agreement, it could be a contract, it could be a statement of work, it could be all sorts of different things. This was intentionally created to handle a lot of those scenarios, if not all of them. Then we start breaking down the different clauses that this should be looking for. The minimum clause areas, which things should be in here. So when it reports on missing clauses, this is the master list it's going to be looking for. And then, since that's a large list, we're breaking it down further with different contract types and which which areas it should be looking at. So kind of custom tailoring it to the different document or contract types. Then we've got a scoring section, how it's going to score different areas. A higher score obviously is a higher risk. So these numbers of course could be adjusted by you, but right now they're applying to every contract. So it's fairly broad. There's no real customization with this version anyway. For one contract versus another, so there's no on the fly types of things you can change. However, I will say that there's a fully built version of this that has all of the hardening. It's got a lot of extra things in here. It does include that per contract variation so that you can custom tailor the scores and the different clauses it should be looking at per contract. It'll be using a JSON file. It's got a lot of power in this, and it is definitely the one that is ready if you're going to be using this in production. And that's all part of my agent collection. It's just a monthly set of agents that you get access to. It ranges from SharePoint agents up to Copilot Studio, and soon the Agents Toolkit agents. So there'll be some pro code options there as well. So if you're interested, just check the link in the description below. But let's keep going through this. So then we have the key contract metadata of what it's going to be outputting. And then lastly, we start to get into some of the guardrails, like telling it is not a lawyer, and so it should not be providing legal advice. It is there to spot issues and review preparation for whether this is ready or not. And then ask if it's not sure if you are the customer or the vendor in any given prompt. It's being told just ask the user. A lot of times, agents will be so eager to provide a response, it will assume, it'll make assumptions, it'll fill in the blank where it needs to, and usually it gets those wrong. So it's always very, very helpful when you're building an agent to just flat out tell it, if you need more information, ask the user before preparing your response so that it can work with you interactively to get all the information it needs so that when it provides that response, it is as accurate as could be. After the agent instructions, we are just telling it to only use the specified sources. We're not giving it any sources. So it will be pulling from the user's prompt in this case. That's why I uploaded it into the prompt. You could hook this up to maybe a contracts intake library and then just reference it by name, or you could use the plus icon and attach it that way. So there's ways you can do this, but if you wanted to hook it up to a library, you certainly could, and then just reference maybe the name of that file in your prompt. And then under capabilities, I mentioned code interpreter. They've renamed this thing at least once or twice already, but that's what this top option here, create documents, charts, and code. This is the code interpreter. All we have to do is turn this thing on. Our agent instructions already tell it how to use the code interpreter and what it should be doing with it. So very, very clear guardrails, very narrow guardrails so that this thing performs incredibly well. And then my one suggested prompt or conversation starter, however you pronounce that, even that name changes from agent builder to agent builder. But that's it. We've got this thing. It will work incredibly well. I've used it a number of times already, not just with sample documents. So it does work incredibly well. And if you want the full-blown version of this with all of the necessary hardening and the robust capabilities of the on-the-fly rule modifications and other things like that, just check the link in that description below for the agent collection information. And if it's right for you, then I'll see you in there. And if you want to see more agent videos, walkthroughs, breakdowns, how things work, how to solve different complex problems without having to use an overly complex tool, then just click or tap the screen and I'll see you over there.